What's up, everyone? Welcome to another review. I'm happy to have in the house my most anticipated piece of 2019. This is Sideshow's X-23 Premium Format Figure. And we are going to unbox and review her, so stay tuned. Damn, is that a good looking body? Oh my God. This thing came out fantastic. Oh, I can't wait to show you guys some close-ups of this. Paint looks good. No seams. Real clean. Nice shading. Very good. Alright, let's put it into. Woo! So there she is. So after having put together the XM Studios White Magneto, this is a welcome change. She is so much easier to put together than that Magneto was. And I am very, very happy with her. So far, I could say from the looks of this and the portraits that it comes with, it's 95% prototype. This thing came out fantastic. I can't say anything wrong about the actual statue itself and the paint look. They did a fantastic job on this piece. This is really, really nice. The only problem that I had with this was getting the body into this, call it a tentacle that's coming out of the Sentinel hand. It didn't fit in quite all the way. I kind of had to give it a little bit of force to get it into place. But once I did, it looks fine. There is a little bit of a small gap there, but extremely hard to see unless you're like right up on it with a magnifying glass. This head here fits a little loose, and the other one fits in there kind of tight. Either way, there's a pretty good magnet that's holding it down, so that's done very well. And the only thing I could say as a caution for those of you guys that are going to get her is beware of the hair. She has got some very delicate strands, and it's a little bit flexible, so they did like a more flexible resin or PVC to make sure that these strands don't break in delivery. But it's still very delicate, so definitely, proceed with caution. All right, so this statue, as you see it, is the exclusive edition of the X-23 Premium Format Figure by Sideshow. This is meant to be a direct companion piece for their Wolverine Premium Format Figure, which I also have in-house, so I'll show you guys a side-by-side of what they look like together. It normally costs $590 for the exclusive edition, and it's actually still available right now on Sideshow. I'll leave you guys a link in the description so you guys can get to it if you're interested in picking it up after you see this review. So Laura Kinney, also known as X-23, is the clone of Wolverine, and from birth she's been trained to hunt and kill Wolverine, but she eventually joins the X-Men and actually succeeds Wolverine after Wolverine dies, and she becomes the new Wolverine. So she got her first appearance in the comic Nyx or NYX. I don't know if it's pronounced Nyx, but NYX issue number 3, and that's where she got her first appearance. This particular piece, the exclusive edition, comes with her domino mask look. They call it the rage expression. It's because she's screaming, but the domino mask is part of her X-Force appearance. So it's got a black domino mask on it and red eyes. So that looks very nice, and they did a nice job on that. So right off the bat, she's not an overly big statue. This one is looks to be very easy to display. She stands at the top of her hair, 24 inches in height. The width is roughly about 10 inches or so. Maybe 11 inches you would need just to give yourself some space on the sides. And then the depth is about 10 inches. So she's not too wide, not too big. Can fit in a DTOF, in a Besta. In my case, I'm going to put her in a PAX right behind Wolverine because that's the way I think that they should go together. But yeah, fairly simple in that sense. Now, the statue itself, the base takes inspiration from the Wolverine because it's meant to be a companion. So you have similar looking teal to the Sentinel hand. It's full of all kinds of damage and debris on it, although not as much internals exposed as there was on the Wolverine figure. So on the Wolverine statue, they actually had a little more internals exposed on the hand itself. This one appears to be just, shaved off pieces. There is a tentacle that comes out of the center, and that's what supports X-23. So it looks really nice. I think the paint job looks really good, and it matches up to Wolverine, so I like that. So I think that they did a nice job there. X-23 herself, she's looking very dynamic. I really love the pose on this one. She looks like she's about to dive down onto somebody else, somebody that she's going to attack. And it looks fantastic. I think they did an amazing job with the way they captured this whole appearance, because it really does make it look like she's jumping in midair. I like how the hair is flowing and it's coming down, or actually going up as she's coming down. So it looks like it's flowing in the air. They did a really nice bellow of hair like that, so I think it looks really good. Very black and very vibrant. Really love that. Love how the suit looks. You have some textured areas, but not too much. The pants themselves have a kind of a texture to make it look like leather, which I think is done very nicely. It also even looks like the pants are just slightly loose here around the waist, so you can actually almost see like the body going into the pants. So I think that's kind of a neat effect that they have there. So really good. The boots themselves have some nice texture and weathering around there to make them look like they're dirty. These claws are real metal and they're very sharp. I already cut myself. So be careful with that. They are very sharp. All the claws are metal. I think they did a great job on the claws on the hand. Much better than what they looked like on the Mystique statue that I saw. So I think they did a nice job there. Skin tone looks perfect. It has a little bit of texturing, but not too much. Nice paint application, and it has nice shading. And in the abs and everything, you can actually see the way the light hits it and all that. It looks very, very good. Even on the back, the way they did the musculature around the back muscles here and where they come up into the shoulders, really awesome work. Looks very realistic. So loved what they did with that. Looks perfect. And then you have your two portraits, which right now I can't even decide which one I like better, because I do like them both very, very much. The teeth on both of them look okay. I wouldn't say that they're like, the new hotness, but they do look, better than they did on the Wolverine, so not bad. They have a nice paint app. I do like the way on the open mouth one, it's got that wet look inside the mouth, so I think that's done very well. And then, the domino mask is done very nicely. So they did a nice job there too. Red eyes and all that. Looks good. Very nice clean paint job. Also like that the hair looks like it's coming up from the scalp and they don't just have it like taped off. So I think that looks good too. Yeah, there's not really anything I could say negative towards this piece. It's got a very low edition size. This one's only a run of $12.50 for the exclusive and $2,500 for the collector's edition. And again, with the collector's edition, you don't get this exclusive head. So on this one, it's one of those that I would say that the exclusive does matter, because the mask portrait does look very good. I think this is probably the way that I'm going to display her. So really nice look. All right, so there's the Wolverine and the X23 side by side, so you can see the way they look in a size comparison. Keep in mind that X23 right now is still on the Lazy Susan, so she does have like a little bit of an inch lift as opposed to what she would look like if you just had her, you know, straight on the table. Looking at them side by side, the Sentinel hand on Wolverine does have a little bit more color. You have some bronzing and some reds in there. Like I said, some exposed wiring that you don't have on the X23 piece. Also, the X23 feels a little bit lighter than the Wolverine. Wolverine does feel a lot more solid than X23 does. But I think together they make a great companion for each other. That's why I had to get them. Overall, I think these are great pieces. So it's definitely worth the pickup if you're into X23 and you want to get something to go along with a Wolverine statue. This one will fit the bill. Absolutely. And as always, guys, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this X23 statue. Let me know in the comments below, is this the X23 statue for you? Or is there another one out there that I should be taking a look at? Let me know in the comments below. Please ding that bell to become part of the notification squad if you're enjoying videos like these, as we come out with them pretty often. I'm going to be coming back at you with another review pretty soon, so stay tuned for all of that. And until next time, guys, keep it marvelous.